Hello all and welcome. MGTOW Philosopher here. And here we have hideous Kathy Griffin, who has apologized for her severed Trump head debacle. She says she's deeply, deeply sorry and wants everyone to forgive her, although she's clearly not sorry. Let's see what this ugly hoe has to say.
I sincerely apologize.
Anybody out there doubt her sincerity? Me? Yeah, I kind of doubt her sincerity. First of all, she's sitting there in this ugly pajamas, nondescript. It looks like something you would wear in a hospital. So she wants to make it very clear, I'm not going to get dolled up to apologize to you freaks out there. You're not worth my time and effort. I'm going to put on a $10,000 dress and get all spruced up and put on 2 inches of pancake makeup and get my hair all nice. And it was clearly a wig, by the way, because the hair she had in that picture was longer than what she's got now, I think. My God, I mean, her hair looks horrid. She looks horrid. Of course, as any feminist would. They make it a life choice to look as ugly as possible, like saying, oh, I hate men, I don't need men, and I'm going to show that to you by just being as ugly as possible. Yeah, okay, you hideous cunt. Never been married, no kids, big surprise.
I'm just now seeing the reaction of the...
Okay, so she's sorry because she saw the reaction. So you got two kinds of apologies in the world. You've got the kind where somebody does something wrong and other people see what they did and say, oh, you're a scumbag. And they say, oh, geez, I better apologize or people are going to hate me. Or you have the kind of apology where some time passes and the person thinks about what they did and say, oh, you know, geez, I did something wrong. That was bad. I need to apologize. Well, which one do you think this is? Yeah, I think this is the former. So she is apologizing because she didn't get the reaction that she expected. She's totally out of touch with reality. And all of a sudden she posts this pic and she thinks everybody's going to stand up and go, woohoo, you go, girl. Because that's what they've done her whole life, because all these fucking feminists in their echo chamber pat each other on the back, virtue signal, while each one is more and more hateful toward men. And they all kind of build up this momentum and then they all pretty much validate each other. Well, she thought that was what she was going to get. Everybody was going to pat her on the back and say, good job. He's such a misogynist. You should have cut off his dick, too.
Images. I'm a comic. I crossed the line.
Wait. When were you ever a comic, okay? I've always seen her more as just a man-hating provocateur. I mean, she just says man-hating shit and looks to provoke a reaction. I've never thought this woman was funny. I mean, her claim to fame was she appeared on Seinfeld like twice, with very big gaps between each of those two appearances back in the 80s. I mean, this bitch has never been relevant. At best, she was like a B-list, maybe even just a C-list, so-called actor, comedian, whatever the hell she is. So her career is a joke. She's a joke. And this is just an attempt on her part to try and be relevant. And now I think this apology is just an attempt to get even more publicity. She doesn't care. She's not sorry at all.
I moved the line.
Wait. Did you see that? Did you see that eye roll? Let's look at that again.
I moved the line.
Yeah, she rolled her eyes. She's not sorry. You know how kids, like, if you berate them, you shouldn't have done that. And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. And at the same time they say it, they roll their eyes to let you know and let everybody know that they are in no way sorry for what they did. That's exactly what this bitch did. This is just more proof about how women are just children in grown-up bodies. That's it. This bitch never matured beyond the age of 12 or 13. Totally immature. And of course, you can see that. I mean, if you saw her last appearance on the CNN New Year's Eve gala, she took off her top and started jumping around in her bra with a, look at me, I'm 56 and still look good attitude, which is horseshit. You don't look good, honey. We're looking at you right now with your prune face and your shitty hair. And wasn't her hair longer in that photo shoot with the Trump head? She must have been wearing a wig. Yeah, so, I mean, maybe that's a wig, but if it is, it's the ugliest wig I ever seen. I mean, maybe this bitch is bald under there or something. Maybe she's suffering from that female baldness syndrome. I mean, it would go with her hideous appearance. She is just such a hideous human being. I wouldn't be surprised if she had this problem. What an ugly bitch.
and I cross it. I went way too far. The image is too disturbing.
She doesn't care. Yeah, it's disturbing, bitch. And by the way, all of the leftist news outlets would not comment on this. They gave this like caveat, it was disgusting. Let's not talk about it. They didn't want to talk about it. They didn't want to talk about it. So they said, let's not talk about it. But of course, their way of avoiding talking about it, they can't just say, oh, well, if we say let's not talk about it, it'll look biased. It'll make it look like we're, actually trying to avoid talking about it. So let's give some kind of plausible deniability by saying we're all like, fragile human beings who can't handle disgusting imagery. So we'll just say it's too disgusting to discuss. This they all did. All the reporters on CNN. It's too disgusting. Let's not talk about it. Or they minimalized it and said, get over it. It's just a picture of a severed head of the president. You're all a bunch of snowflakes, which is them basically mocking us. They're basically mocking us. And they're saying, hey, you all called us snowflakes when we got upset about a guy putting on an Obama Halloween mask. Why are you getting upset over this? Well, you're comparing apples to oranges, you morons. There's a big difference between some guy putting on a Obama Halloween mask and some ugly, hagged-out bitch like Kathy Griffin holding up a severed head of our sitting president. If you're conflating the two and in any way saying they're the same, you are a moron. You are a moron. They're not the same in any way, shape, or form because we actually have reason to get outraged. You motherfuckers didn't, and you know it.
I understand how it offends people.
Oh, look at the eye roll again. Look at the eye roll. 2 eye rolls. It's another eye roll. Look at the look on her face. In her head, she's just thinking, oh, God, I can't believe I'm going to have to make this apology. You bunch of pussies out there. You have no sense of humor, you people. I'm so fucking funny. Why don't you realize I'm so funny?
It wasn't funny. I get it.
All right. She shouldn't believe it. Look at that because she just rolled her eyes. Look at it again. Look at it again. Look at that. She just rolled her eyes right before she says it because she doesn't believe it. In her mind, she knows it's not true. We know it's true, of course. She's not funny. But she can't believe she has to say to people it wasn't funny because she knows it was hilarious. Yeah, right.
It wasn't funny. I get it. I've made a lot of mistakes in my career. I will continue.
She gets it. She gets it. This flippant attitude of hers. Yeah, I get it. It's like a little teenager. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, it wasn't funny. I get it. You fucking cunt.
Your forgiveness. Taking down the image. Gonna ask the photographer to take down the image.
Let's look at that again. Because that's. I want to point something out.
How it offends people. It wasn't funny.
Yeah, eye roll.
I've made a lot of mistakes in my career. I will continue. I ask your forgiveness.
She asked your forgiveness. Yeah. So she asked your forgiveness, so you should forgive her. She asked your forgiveness after all. She's so put upon. She's such a victim. She's asked your forgiveness. So you absolutely have to forgive her. Absolutely have to forgive her. You are obligated to forgive this woman because she's so entitled. She's so wonderful. She's so perfect. She feels entitled to your forgiveness. And of course, because she's so wonderful and so funny and awesome, and because you don't see that, the piece of shit you are, you should absolutely forgive her because she's apologized after all, right?
Taking down the image.
Oh, she took the image down. You have to forgive her now. She took it down. Yeah.
I'm going to ask the photographer to take down the image, and I beg for your forgiveness.
Beg? Bitch, I ain't seen no begging. I love when people say they beg for your forgiveness. Isn't begging like you get down on your hands and knees and mea culpa, forgive me. Bitch, I ain't seen you beg for nothing. You gave this half-assed, half-hearted apology, which frankly speaking, I didn't hear an apology, okay? I heard something that sounded more like, I'm sorry you people don't understand what humor is. You're not as sophisticated as I am, so I'll forgive you, and I'll make it look like I'm asking for your forgiveness. But really, I'm just better than all of you, and I'm forgiving you.
I went too far. I made a mistake, and I was wrong.
Look at the look on her face. Look at it. She's just like so smug and self-satisfied, this cunt, this bitch. Look at it. She thinks she got one over on everybody. Oh my God. Hideous cunt. Just look at this creature. Oh, my God. I mean, honestly, that face looks like Play-Doh. I am the MGTOW philosopher, and I wish you all a good day. By the way, do you believe this bitch's apology? Neither do I. Take care.